at 5:30, but before that, a whole week's worth of close encounters.
Hello, Stephen.
I've got nothing to say to you. Get lost.
Previously on Brookside.
She's leaving.
I need my kids. I forgot it was gym today.
Bubbles, why? You don't have to run me back next.
To marry me.
I can't believe I said yes.
Do you know something? If we were sleeping in the same bed,
Here we go.
well, we'd save a fortune on the lecky for a start.
Mom,
There wouldn't be as many sheets to wash,
enough.
and we wouldn't need the scintillating up so high at night.
I said enough.
You've not run a mile, then?
Nope.
I bet you've thought about it.
I've thought about loads of things.
Second thoughts, more like.
No, not really. Just what other people might think about us.
They thought a lot worse about me over the past year.
I do feel for Bridget, though. I can't expect her to be happy about it.
It's you and me getting married, not Bridget.
And the neighbours. I bet they'll be talking, even if they are all smiles to our faces.
I'm not interested in what anyone thinks. All I'm interested in is you and me starting over again.
You sounded like you really meant that.
You know how much I meant that, otherwise you wouldn't have said yes.
I surprised myself there, you know.
I shocked myself asking you.
So why did you ask me?
Because it felt right. Why did you say yes?
For the same reason. I just want us both to be 100% sure, that's all.
All right, well, how about 110% for me?
How about 120% for me?
All right, 130% for me.
All right, 140 then.
150.
60.
70.
80.
Bingo, come here.
Oh, it's going to be a massive day for all of us, isn't it? Are you looking forward to it?
It's going to be spot on.
Guy?
I've told you, mate, what time to be in the morning, haven't you?
I've just texted now, yeah?
9:30 at the latest.
I've said yeah.
Which means this?
Oh, you won't know.
It's Jonesy, isn't it?
Jonesy, yeah?
We'll make sure you tell him not to be late.
I have done.
Will there be enough room in the cars without booking a taxi?
Well, Steve's in charge of transport and, well, he says it's all in hand. Registry office is only in town.
OK.
What about the reception?
All in hand, love. Me and your Uncle Christy are going there tonight to make sure everything's on track.
Be a bit late if it's not.
What time's your mate coming round?
Any-time knowing Moira. I'll expect her when I see her. Where are you meeting up with Steve and Tim?
Bob, Rookie.
You'll take it easy, won't you?
Yeah, we're only going to have a couple. I think it's you that should be taking it easy.
We will be, don't you worry. We're just having a quiet night in, it's all I want.
Is Laura coming round?
Yeah, Jan said she could.
Yeah, well, you better tell her to leave the vodka behind. You know what she's like.
It was a one-off. It was New Year.
I don't mind us having a few drinks, but I don't want to end up on a ferry to Dublin or something.
What's up?
I just got a text back from Jonesy.
What's he say?
Got to go to family party. Can't come.
Oh, that's a shame. Would have been some company for you having a mate there.
Isn't there someone else you can invite?
No, it doesn't matter.
Ah, never mind, mate. At least you got Adele.
No, you're all right. I'll just sit in the corner and watch you get drunk, eh?
How long have you been sending junk mail back like that?
Months, and they still haven't got the message. I'm getting more than ever.
You know what? They are so on to you. They're just sending you all that to wind you up.
Yeah, well, if they are, they're paying the postage.
You not got anything better to do?
Hey, this is a war, Beverly, and I am in it for the duration. Ow!
Oh, a war wound.
Oh, I've cut my tongue off.
Hey, I might get a war widow's pension.
Some hope. We'd have to be living as man and wife for you to be my widow.
All right, yeah, I suppose I'll have to survive without. Yeah, sign this.
What is it?
It's a wedding card for the Murrays.
All right, do we have to?
Well, I'm just being neighbourly.
There's something odd about the goings on in that house.
As long as they're happy, eh?
It's been barely 6 months since his real wife died.
She was his second wife, remember? Jan was his first wife, his real wife.
Yeah, well, it's all a bit quick. Smells a bit to me.
Do you know what? After the year they've had,
All I'm saying is,
you think they deserve some happiness?
it's all very convenient. That's what I meant. One out and one in. I am telling you, there is more going on over there than we will ever find out about.
Do you know what? If you put as much effort into your own life...
Here we go.
No, hang on. As you do with other people's business, then maybe you'd have had a bit more success with your own marital affairs.
Hey, I know how I'd have had more success if I'd have met Mrs. Wright when I was a young buck. You know, someone who knew how lucky they were meeting me. Someone who would love, honour and respect me.
Do you know what? For a minute there, I thought you were going to say obey. Perish the thought, eh?
Yeah. Well, you can tell that Marty Murray from me. If he thinks that he can make a go of it second time round with his ex, he is very much mistaken.
Oh, what's your mum wearing tomorrow?
A suit. Still can't get used to calling her me mum.
Jan, then. Hey, she'll suit a suit.
Oh, I wish you could decide which top to wear tonight. It's only going to be us in here.
Yeah, so I still want to look good. I'm saving my leather for tomorrow. What are you wearing?
I'm as bad as you. I still can't decide. How weird am I going to my own parents' wedding?
Oh, loads I've done it.
Go away.
No, honest, it's that normal these days. People who have lived together for years. I mean, they've got grown-up kids and all, some of them. They just suddenly decide that they want to get married.
Yeah, but that's different. You're talking about couples that have always lived together. Mine's blow because they couldn't be with each other anymore.
So, maybe times have changed for them.
I hope so. I'd hate to see it fall apart on my dad. It won't. He's had so much heartache recently. I mean, if this wedding doesn't work out, I really don't know how he'd cope.
They're not even married yet, and you've got them splitting up. Don't be throwing cold water on them before they've even started.
I suppose.
So, what have you got in for us to drink?
Hardly anything.
Oh, right. It's meant to be your mum's hen night. Sorry, Jan's.
Yeah, well, she said she just wanted a quiet one.
So, you've got no booze in at all?
Not much.
Ah, well, it's a good job I brought this then. And I brought this. Now, let's go up to your room, decide what I'm going to wear.
So what's the schedule for tomorrow? All the times, who's going in what car, directions to the register office, still on, OK?
Top job.
So we are all on for the big day, then?
It's you right.
No last-minute nerves?
Well, a few, yeah, but they're bound to be, aren't they?
I hope it really works for you, you know.
I think it will.
Hey, do you remember when Jan first came round to ours and shoved the door in her face, told her to do one?
Yeah, but you weren't the only one, remember? I didn't exactly put out the welcome, man.
That's weird, isn't it? You wouldn't be here like this today if she had just got off.
No, people talk about fate, don't they? Do you know, I'm not sure I believe in it, but I mean, it's hard not to, you know, when things like that happen.
And you know what else? If she hadn't been round the last 6 months, could you imagine what state you'd have been in?
She's kept me together, hasn't she? I owe her for that. Same as I owe you. You've had a lot of fast growing up to do and loads of responsibility to take, and you've done it well. Proud of you.
I just did what was needed, that's all. Listen, I'm gonna have to get off. I told me then I'll pick her up and bring her over.
She's still not coming to the wedding, I presume?
Well, she told me she wasn't.
I can't think she's coming over for Jan's girls' night.
No, I need to see our Tony, keep him company.
Well, look, I know it's hard for her, but it would really make the day for us tomorrow if she'd be there, especially for Tony.
Well, I'll have a word, but I wouldn't hold your breath.
I don't suppose Jan will be expecting me to drop in on her hen night.
Oh, it's more of a girls' night in than a hen night.
Well, whatever it is, it wouldn't be right for me to show my face. I mean, engaged I might have coped with, but married?
That's their decision.
But it affects the whole family.
We've all got used to the idea by now.
Well, I haven't. How do you think it makes me feel?
Look, all they want you to do is try and understand that it's right for them.
Well, I'm sorry I don't. I mean, my Diane's been gone no time at all. It's unseemly.
Look, I'm sorry, Nim, but I'm gonna have to go with my dad on this one.
Oh, I know you are, love. And I wouldn't expect anything else from you. And I have tried to come to terms with it, believe me, but it isn't easy.
Well, it hasn't been easy for any of us, you know. Adele's only just come round to having Jan back, and we'll have these thoughts where it all seems too soon.
Do you know what surprised me? How quickly our Anthony's accepted it all.
It hasn't surprised me. Jan's been brilliant with him. Just when he needed it most, you know, when my dad was falling apart and we were all over the place. You can't fault Jan for the way she's helped carry the load.
I'll give her that. But I still can't accept the fact they're getting married.
Well, look, you know what's helped me deal with it? knowing that if we rejected Jan now, or she just upped and walked out of my dad's life for good after the year he's had, I don't think he could cope with another massive trauma like that. The same as our Tony, you know, it'd wreck them both totally. And we can't stand by and let that happen now, can we?
Aren't you sitting down then?
Like real married couples do, do you mean?
Just two each, that's all I meant.
No, I think I should have my own meal time from now on, separate from you.
How come?
Well, I don't want to give you ideas.
So is that how we're going to carry on then? Me feeling like a lodger in my own home?
I'm the lodger.
You don't have to be though, that's all I've been saying.
I know what you've been saying. I either live here as the lodger or I live here as the hot water bottle. That's the choice that you're offering me.
Oh, come on, Bev, you know it's not. We used to be so close, remember? We used to love each other so much. And I'm telling you, it's really hard having you living here and not... Well, you know... Not being together as a couple.
But we're not together, are we? We're not a couple.
We could be, though, couldn't we?
Cards on the table, yeah?
Why do I not like the sound of this?
Because you know what's coming. Yeah, we were close. Of course we were, but we've moved on since then because, well, it was right for us, wasn't it? And you asking me to, well, it's like jumping into bed with someone for old time's sake.
No, I'm not.
And that's not the basis for any relationship.
I'm just trying to tell you how much I've always loved you. And how much I still love you. And how much, if you'd only give me a chance, how much I'd love us to be back together again as a couple. I mean, a proper couple.
Us as a couple, it's behind us, Ron. It's history. We need to start thinking about moving forward with our lives, not looking backwards. I mean, these things, they never work out second time round, do they? It's like what you told me to tell Marty Murray before.
Yeah, but that's them. We could be different, couldn't we?
It's not going to happen, Mum. And you need to accept that. When I agreed to move in here, it was because I thought you wanted to help me when I hit rock bottom. If I thought you wanted to use me, I wouldn't have come.
I'd never use you, Bev. I meant every word that I said. If I could have you back, I would like a shot. But if it's not what you want, okay. I'll have to respect that. Whether I like it or not. And that's the last you hear of it from me.
You going up to sit with our Tony?
I thought you might be feeling a bit left out with everyone else partying.
We're not doing the full stag and hen night thing, you know. We're just going up for a couple of drinks.
I've brought him some sweets.
He'll love that. Thanks for thinking about him. He thinks the world of you, you know.
He's very precious to me, too.
Bridge about tomorrow.
Save your breath.
Hear me out, please. Look, I know this is hard for you. So does Jan, we all do. But I want you to know, I'm not trying to replace Diane in my life. She was far too special a person. But what's happened's happened.
It's all very well for people to say I should move on. Diane was my only child. Moving on isn't that easy. It'd be like me slapping her in the face.
We can't change anything to do with Diane now, can we? But we can change the life that we make for ourselves. And the longer you won't let go, the more you're going to be living in the past. This isn't about you denying the memory of your only child. This is about you facing tomorrow with people who love the bones of you. Like our Tony, like all of us. I don't want you to come tomorrow for our sake. I want you to come to help you start living again. For the future.
Hiya! Excuse me. Dad said to put this in the fridge. We can't have a celebration without a bit of fizz, can we?
I'll be upstairs with our aunt.
Make sure you're not late home tonight. I'll be needing me beauty sleep before tomorrow, and I don't want you and Marty rolling in at all hours, waking me up.
That kind of a late one, can I go? Speaks the right.
Oh, some best man you are. Look, I told you should have done it a week ago.
Well, I would have if I could have decided what to put in it.
You'll be all right as long as you don't make a show with me in it.
So if I would, dear heart, I value my life too much.
Well, so you should.
Anyway, deciding what to put in is not the problem. It's deciding what to leave out.
About Marty? Has he got some dirty, murky past to hide? Hey, I always said his eyes were too close together.
Yeah, I was thinking more about Jan.
Well, come on then, don't leave me hanging.
Leave it, Ace, not important.
All right.
Hiya, any room for a little one?
Why you wants to come in?
Oh, shut it, cheeky, and don't be encouraging him. See you later.
Getting away from Kathleen Ends, are you?
No, I'm just going to get my car washed. Make sure everything's spot on for tomorrow.
Meet up on later.
Just one. See you later.
Hey, it's never morning, is it?
Hello, Christy. Long time no see.
Hey, don't you go making me feel old.
Can't stop the years rolling by, can we?
I know, you're wearing pretty well.
See, you've still got your silver tongue.
And me boyish good looks. So you come for the hen night then?
I tried to persuade her to have an head night, but all she wanted was a girls' night in.
Yeah, well, didn't got the stamina she used to have.
She's not the only one.
Well, I never thought I'd see the day you slowing down.
I never thought I'd see the day Jan got married again. Especially not to Marty.
So, what do you reckon to all that then?
Oh, if they're happy, who cares?
Well, you're a busy mate, you're supposed to care.
Oh, it's probably the best thing that could have happened to her, hooking up with Mr. Right again. I mean, she's had so many Mr. Wrongs over the years. She'll be glad of the rest only having Marty on the go.
Moira. Oh, long time no see.
Too long.
Almost as long as I've been waiting for you to buy me a pint.
Well, come Ed, then.
Catch you later.
Oh, why do they make those little figures so small?
Try putting your glasses back on.
I need binoculars to see this. Are you all right, love?
I think I've eaten too many sweets.
Ah, you're fed up because your Bessie mate can't come to the wedding.
No, not really.
Well, something's bothering you.
Then, I couldn't care less if Jonesy didn't come. I want you to come.
Can you imagine how hard it'd be for me to be there? Watching your dad make the same vows that he made to my Diane.
Oh, I know all that. I miss it too. I mean, I think about it every day. But she's not here, is she? And I know we all loved her. But she can't be there for me, that can she? And he needs someone to look after him.
And you need someone to look after you too, that's what you mean.
So will you come tomorrow?
Will you stop looking at me like you're the last puppy in the shop?
Well, you don't even have to worry about going for my dad's sake. Or Jan's. You could pretend that you're coming for me.
And if I was there, love, I wouldn't have to be pretending I was there for you. I've been so proud of you these past 12 months. You've been a shining example to us all. And if me being there means as much to you as I think it does, well, I'd be the worst nin in the world if I wasn't standing by your side.
So does that mean you're going to come then?
Do you know the taxi will be here before we know it?
Oh, please.
We'll see, love. We'll see.
Oh, thanks, Moira. I'm so glad you could come, you know.
Hiya.
I'll put this with the rest for tomorrow.
Hang on, you might be better off opening it now. It's more for you than for you and Marty.
Why? What is it?
Open it and see. I thought I'd give it you before the wedding in case you wanted to destroy it as incriminating evidence.
Are you joking?
Jan Murray, this is sort of your life. Or the ex-certificate bits, anyway.
Oh, my.
The state of you in some of those.
What was I thinking? Where's the one of me naked?
Oh, do you think I'm soft? I'm not going to stick a photo of you in the nappy in an album, am I?
I can't believe we streaked. In the snow.
At least you had the whiskey mats to keep you warm.
We froze our backsides off, I remember that. Oh, Magga, love, that was a bit warm there.
Happy hour that was.
Look at me. You're right when you said this was incriminating. Marty would die if he saw just one of these, never mind a lot.
Fancy you being chief bridesmaid, like.
Well, who else would she have?
Yeah, I suppose.
Do you know what my idea of the perfect wedding would be?
You and Christy in a cathedral?
You said Christy was going to be there.
Why, who would you be marrying then?
That Russell Crowe would do me.
Right, so we're talking fantasy weddings, are we?
Well, you might be, but I'm not. Mine's real. I'm all in burgundy, right? And it's this organza extravaganza. And we're in this tiny little chapel, all made out of tiny little white roses. And it's on this gorgeous sandy beach. And there's my Russell in his kilt.
Aye, aye.
Do you know what? I'm beginning to wonder if Christy will ever pop the question, you know.
So, tell him to sling it then.
But I love the bones of him. But the more I think about it, I bet If he had a dictionary, the word marriage wouldn't be in it, the word wedding wouldn't be in it, or ring. And that's me little rose chapel on the beach. The closest I'd get off him would be a pound of slimy cod down the fish shop.
I wish I could have done better than this for Jan.
Nothing wrong with this place.
It would have been nice to get one of them country houses, you know, where they do the ceremony as well.
So why didn't you?
Money. And everywhere else was booked up. I mean, we would have had to wait till after summer.
Ah, you're getting too many grand ideas, mate. You think some of the places our lot have ended up?
Yeah.
Now, Nan, she'd have thought this place real class.
Aye. I wonder how me Nan would feel about me marrying Jan again.
True.
So what do you think?
What about you marrying Jan again?
No, about what me Nan would have thought.
Oh, yeah, she'd be fine. You know, as long as you were happy about what you were doing, I suppose.
She loved a good wedding, didn't she? She'd be well gone on the port and lemons.
Yeah. I mean, you are sure, aren't you? I mean, about marrying Jan again.
Well, it's a bit late to ask me now.
No, I'm just saying that's, you know, that's probably what Nan would have asked.
Yeah, and I would have told her. Yeah, dead sure.
Dead sure.
No question. Why?
No, nothing. Big day for you in here tomorrow. Like turning back the clock, really. Loads to be nervous about.
Yeah, like you forgetting the ring, you mean?
No. No, I mean, you know, second time round marriages. Don't always work, do they?
Why all the doom and gloom all of a sudden?
Look, no, there's nothing. I'm just doing my old best man routine. You know, making sure you're happy about what you're doing. Making sure, you know, you're not leaving it to the last minute to change your mind. I mean, that's if you are thinking of changing your mind.
Why would I want to change my mind?
Are we having a toast?
We should, yeah.
Of course we should. Come on. Speech.
Yes, speech. Come on.
I can't make a speech.
Oh, of course you can.
Go on, just a few words.
Okay.
Hurry up, Jan. I'm down thirsty, yeah?
Right, I'm not going to say much. Just thanks to you all for coming round and making me feel special. Not that I've done anything to deserve it, but it's just nice to know that I've got a few mates who want to wish me well. So cheers, thanks, here's to you.
Cheers to the blushing bride.
And here's to everything she's got to blush about.
Oh, aye, like what?
I'll tell you when you're old enough.
Cheers, mate.
Well, that was Steve. Not going to make last orders, so should we get off?
Why? There's nothing to do. It's all on order.
I thought you wanted to take it easy.
But I'm happy and relaxed.
Yeah, but I can't have any walk, and I'm driving.
We'll leave your van here. Oh, come on, it's a special occasion. We can go into town later.
Yeah, all right.
Be our last chance to have a chat.
I'll go to the bar.
You can tell me all the dark secrets you're going to rake up in your speech. You know something? After all that's happened to this family over the last couple of years, all the misery that we've been through, I reckon we're due a change of luck. And I think that this marriage is going to help us all onto an even keel.
You reckon?
Yeah, I do. And Christy, I know what's wrong with you.
You do?
Yeah. It's about what happened with you and Jan all them years back, isn't it? Hello, Steve again.
Yeah. Says he'll meet us at the club. So you were saying?
Yeah. Do you remember the last time with Jan? You must remember your cock-up.
Cock-up?
Yeah, when you spilled red wine all over her wedding dress, you were legless.
Legless.
What's the matter with you? You sound like a parrot. What are you so nervous about tomorrow? Good. It's your job to be nervous. So is there any chance of me being your best man?
Sorry, mate. Once bitten, twice shy. Who am I going to marry anyway?
Your true love.
I got one.
Don't let Leanne hear you saying that. You'd have you for breakfast.
And every other meal.
You were only married to Alistair for 6 months, weren't you?
Worst 6 months of my life, mate.
And hers. I don't remember you doing too much to help the marriage.
What, and you did yours? At least I wasn't out getting buried every night.
Yeah, I regret that now.
Bet you do. I was sorry for Jan. You know what I mean?
Well, at least it was only the ale with me, with you. It was everything.
You mean?
You were putting it about.
I never.
You did?
All right, then once or twice.
1 or 2 dozen more like it. I remember you sniffing around anything in a skirt. That's why I never left you alone with Jan. I thought you fancied her. Come the same again, love. Don't know why you bothered getting married. Hey. Why did you?
I was on the rebound from someone else.
Who?
You wouldn't know her.
Wasn't that Carol, was it? She had some kids,
6?
Do you know, I thought 3 was too many.
I think 3's about right.
So if you'd had kids with Alison, do you reckon you'd still be together?
But it was only after we got married she told me she didn't want kids. That was half the problem.
I didn't know that.
There's a lot of things you don't know about me.
Hey, you 2 girls bringing your fellas with you tomorrow?
Oh, yeah, mine'll be there.
Who's that then?
She fancies me brother.
Ooh. What about you, Adele? Got no fella in tow? Hey, why don't you bring Steve's mate with you? You know, that Tim one. Go as a foursome. Hey?
Come on, you can't be waiting. Good night. I'm off to bed.
You're Anthony. Well, Tony, whatever. He's going to be chasing after the girls soon, isn't he? Let's hope he doesn't go chasing any of them into the woods.
Leanne, do you mind?
Oh, sorry. Look, I was only messing.
Oh, do you know what? I think I'll get off myself now. Yeah, me too. Big day tomorrow.
Oh, Ray. Aren't you staying up? Look, I'm only just getting into the swing.
There's loads to do tomorrow morning.
Yeah, but there's loads of ale left.
Take some with you.
Oh, all right then.
How many is she taking?
Leave it, let her just get off.
This'll do me for now. Me and Christy will have a bit of a session when he gets in. Oh, and Marty, of course, it's his ale after all.
Hey, I want him up bright and early. Any of this drinking lad, we can come home. Below tradition.
That's providing he gets in, mind. You know, last fling and all that. Anyway, see you at the registry tomorrow.
Are we having a drink?
What do you think?
You go and get the drinks then and I'll check on Adson on it.
Have you got any limes?
No! Good night.
Oh, wait.
What's all the noise? Shh, sit down until Leanne's gone.
She's just had a drop too many and we don't want her to come back.
Hey, make you think we've gone to bed?
I mean, we were just kids when we first met. Hey, Smiler, cheer up. It's me that's getting itched, remember? And you are not losing a brother, you are gaining a cracking sister-in-law. You 2 have always got on, haven't you?
You are okay with all this, aren't you, Tony? I mean, you do want us to get married.
Never seen me that so happy.
Come here. Oh. Come on, off to bed now. I want you up early in the morning.
I hope my Nan does come tomorrow.
What did she say to you?
Well, she said she'd think it over. But...
I'm sure she won't let you down.
All right, good night, Mum.
Night, son. I love you.
You too.
Me and Jan, eh? My mum would have been proud.
God rest her soul.
She's great, me mum. And me dad.
Boss parents, I'm telling you, they did everything for us.
Do you remember that time my mum gave me dad a hiding because he was drunk at Christmas?
No.
Well, do you remember that chemistry set that you'd wanted for months?
Yeah, but the one you smashed?
The one that I got the blame for. But it was me dad that smashed it when he was buried.
You're telling me that now? After all these years, you've been holding out on me?
Well, that's what brothers are like when they're younger, isn't it? I mean, you don't start sharing things till you get older. Family Day. I want to do everything for my kids. I want to solve all their problems. I want to encourage them. You know what I mean?
It takes some doing that.
I know, but... Well, that's why I'm glad I'm tying the knot with Jan again, because it's going to bring the whole family closer together.
Listen, don't get your hopes up too much, will you?
Why not? World's our oyster.
You got the right pearl.
What's the matter with you, eh? Why are you being so negative?
I'm not. It's just... Well, you don't really know Jan, do you?
What are you talking about? I've known her for 25 years.
Have you forgotten the break?
No. Yeah, whatever. Oh, she can't have changed that much.
How'd you know?
I just know.
All right, so what's she been doing these past few years?
We haven't talked about it.
And why?
Because I don't want to know.
Or is it because you're scared of finding out something that'll upset you?
Like what?
I don't know, just things.
What things, Christy? What are you trying to say?
I'm just trying to look out for you because I don't want you to get hurt again. You've always stood by me, haven't you?
Yeah. I'm sorry. It's the ale talking.
Look, I'm not saying to you don't marry Jan. I want you to make sure that you know what you're doing.
Weren't you like this the last time?
What?
The first time I married Jan, I seem to remember that you went over the top then. I mean, I think you actually tried to convince me not to do it.
Look, I wasn't bothered. That was me dad.
What about me dad?
Nothing.
No, come on. You said me dad. What did he say?
He never wanted you to marry Jan.
He never said anything to me.
He knew you'd taken a notice of him.
What, but I would to you?
He thought Jan was a bit of a... You know.
A what?
Bit of a flirt.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter what my dad thought. It's all in the past now.
I know. But he said he'd heard things.
Oh, rubbish!
All right, what about Vinny?
Yeah, OK, what about Vinny? So she went with him, so what? Why, eh? Because I drove her to it, that's why. It was a mistake. Has she got to suffer for it for the rest of her life? Don't get the ale and I'm going to the toilet.
I know what I wanted to ask you.
What?
What did you think when I told you about me and Marty?
It came as a complete shock. First it seemed a bit strange, but I gradually got my head round it.
Do you think it's a good idea?
Yeah, why not? You're both grown up, both single.
It's funny, innit? Since the last time we split up, I've never wanted to marry anyone else.
You've had a few fellas wanting to marry you as well.
Shut up. I said about that better.
Yeah, especially that fireman. Oh, he could have put my fire out any day. I'd love to have seen him use his hose.
Shush. Anyway, he was too demanding.
And you were complaining. He could have demanded anything off me.
He didn't really know him. Anyway, I knew it wouldn't work out. He was just a kid.
But built like a man, eh?
Right, get ready. We're dead late. The job took ages.
Can't be bothered going.
Don't be a misery.
You at your dad, you at Christy. You don't need me.
We're meeting them in town, come on. What's wrong? You're still sulking over Terry? Oh, go and get changed, eh? Oh, please yourself. I'm going for a bevy.
So what's this all about then, eh?
Look, I just
nothing. Why are you doing this to me now? I'm getting married tomorrow.
This has all come of a rush. Had a bad night last night thinking about tomorrow.
So why aren't you keeping it to yourself instead of winding me up and slagging Jan off?
Because I'm concerned that a leopard never changes its spots.
What spots? She hasn't got any. She made a mistake and you're persecuting her for it.
I'm not. I'm just convinced that she's not right for you.
I've had enough of this.
Look, even Moira says she's been throwing it around up in Salford these last few years.
What? Well, I was married to Diane?
That's different. You haven't been going with every Tom, Dick and Harry.
You pack that in now.
I'm just trying to give you a picture of what might happen.
Listen, nothing's gonna happen. Well, don't you want me to get married or something?
Of course I do.
Is that what this is all about, eh? Is that what it is? You're jealous because of I've got what you want. That's it, isn't it? I always thought you fancied her. You did even when you were a kid. You've got the hots for her.
Just don't get it, do you? I'm just trying to look out for you.
Oh, no, you're not. You want her something rotten.
Marty.
Go on, admit it. Go on. Do something decent for once in your miserable little life.
You want it? I'm trying to help you. But you won't listen. All you're concerned about is you and your precious little Jan.
You what?
I'm trying to help you, but I know things.
You've never helped me in your life. You know nothing.
I've had her.
You liar!
I've had sex with her years ago. And you were married to her.
You've been no angel.
No, but that's all in the past now.
Don't you show that album to anybody else.
You're joking. That's staying Wellington. There's nothing except that to remind me of my murky past.
Christy.
Don't you ever? That was a one-off and we were both legless. God forbid Marty should ever find out.
You dirty little... Get off me.
Happy anniversary, babe.
At least you made my dad happy after everything that's happened.
I hope so, Adele, I really do.
What's it like falling in love with the same person again?
I was saying to Maury last night, I don't think I ever did really fall out of love with your dad. I've just been living in a void.
I never really tried to understand your problems, did I?
I didn't expect you to. I still don't. What I did was wrong, and I can never get back those missing years. Now, come on, shower, otherwise you'll be late.
Have a good night.
You're joking, aren't you? Dad and Christy never bothered either. Stuck in that club all night on my own. Felt like a perv. Billy, no mates. Hadn't you better get ready?
I'm not going.
What?
I'm not in the mood.
Oh, great, because you're on one. You can't just let people down.
I'm not letting anyone down.
You're supposed to be helping out, driving people to the register office.
You don't need me. You drive, your mum drives, it won't be missed.
That's a bit selfish, isn't it?
Aren't you the one who's being selfish? I've been shot here, you know.
So that's why you're not going, because you're in pain?
Partly.
Well, why else?
Because I'm just feeling last at the minute. I don't want to be going to a wedding all doom and gloom, do I? We're not exactly on good terms at the minute, are we?
Yeah, well, we'll get over that. Oh, Ned, you might feel better with a few drinks down. You go and get ready, eh? Don't let me down, Tim. I've told me Dad you're coming. He's expecting you. It's his wedding day.
And mine. 2 years today.
I'm sorry, mate, I forgot.
Don't you look smart?
You're right, Jonesy.
He's getting so big
Oh,
now.
shame you have to grow up, isn't it? Isn't it?
All right, then. You're right. Bye. Jonesy still can't come.
Oh, never mind, love.
I'd love to come to the wedding, Jan, if I'm still invited.
Of course you are.
I'll tell you what, you're all busy, so shall I put the kettle on?
I'm in the mood for this.
No, Tar, it's too early, and besides, I'm driving. Look, I know how you feel, and I do sympathise, but that's not the answer, is it?
Only having a beer.
You'll have a couple, then start moping round.
I'm not moping around. I'm respecting Emily. In my own way.
Don't you think she'd hate you being like that?
I don't know. I can't help it.
I think you need to pull yourself together, mate.
Steve? My wife's dead.
Yeah, I know, but... Don't you think it's about time you moved on?
How can I, eh?
Well, by doing stuff.
I am. I'm going after that, Terry. I think about it every day.
Yes, so do I.
Yeah, well, if you'd have stopped messing about with me and went after him, we wouldn't have to think about it. It would have been done, wouldn't it?
Look, we've been over this loads of times. Just leave it, eh? We'll get him next time.
If we get the chance.
We will, don't you worry. But look, that's later and now is now. We've still got to live our lives, Tim. Getting that psycho was part of it, but not all of it.
Yeah, well, it feels like it sometimes.
I know, but... Let's not get at each other, eh? Got to stay united. Which means doing stuff like today, you know. Helping each other out and that with a team.
Get that, will you?
Probably be our Tony wondering where I am.
rent man.
Christy!
Isn't that Leanne?
Open the door, you dirty stuff out! Is he here?
Christy? I thought he was in yours with Marty.
Yeah, well, you thought wrong, didn't you? They stayed out all night.
Thanks for remembering.
Could hardly forget my best mate's anniversary.
Seen that, Steve?
It's nice, that. So are you getting ready, then?
Are you off out?
Yeah, it's my mum and dad's wedding. Tim's helping out.
Oh, sorry, look, I better get off.
Yeah, you can't go after coming all this way. I'll make you a coffee, eh?
If it's okay with Steve, I don't want to stop you doing things.
No, Tim's made his choice. I'll see you later.
I just knew he'd let me down. If he's been getting his leg over anyway, I swear to God I'll chop it off.
I just can't understand where he could have got to.
What's up?
Your dad and Christy have stopped out all night.
Hey, what, where?
Nobody knows.
Carrying on, that's what they've been doing. They all do it on stag nights, they can't keep it in the kecks.
Leanne.
Well, they need to know the facts of life.
Me dad wouldn't do that.
Do what?
Nothing, she's talking rubbish. They're probably bevied Kippen in Christie's van somewhere.
Well, why didn't Christy ring me then? Well, I haven't had an accident.
Has anyone tried ringing them?
Well, it just keeps on ringing out. He's cut me off. The spineless... I'll kill him.
He must have forgotten it.
Oh, aye, yeah. He's known exactly what he was doing. Typical, so no one knows what they're up to.
I think we're getting carried away a bit here, don't you? It was a stag night after all, and even if they haven't meant to have too many, I bet they have. The fellas, aren't they?
They'll be sleeping in the van somewhere.
My dad's not like that.
His flaming brother is. He'd have a session with a barber's floor if he could get down that far.
Look, I'm gonna go over the bar, see if anyone knows anything.
Yeah, good idea.
You won't have to sort the cars out. Tim can't make it.
Why not?
He doesn't feel too good. Well, where are you going?
I'm coming with you.
Well, you're probably best off staying here.
No chance. And besides, there won't be any room in the car.
Steve.
Yeah.
Come on, everybody. Chop, chop. Got a wedding to go to.
You can look at me, you know.
It's just a bit awkward.
But it doesn't have to be. Okay. We know what we did, but we can't crucify ourselves forever, can we? We've got to get on with our lives.
Not today, eh?
Oh, you've got to do it sometime.
I haven't got to do anything.
Will you just stop?
Listen, Kerry, I appreciate what you've done, and I like you as a person. But that's as far as it goes, okay?
Okay.
I think it's best you go now.
All right, Leanne, babe, what's up?
Who did that?
What?
The eye?
Dad. I fell over.
Onto someone's fist, more like. I can't leave you alone for 1 minute. Now grow up.
Christy, where's my dad? He never came home last night.
Why didn't you ring me?
Go on, please, my head's banging.
I'll do more than your head in next time.
I was rotten drunk.
I bet you was. And here's me sat in sober all night while you're out gallivanting and chasing bits of skirt, probably.
I wasn't.
Look at you, Christy. You're a flaming disgrace.
I need a wash.
You're telling me? Now get in, and I'm driving.
What happened? Who were you fighting with? You know, if he's left in the gutter somewhere because you started something.
We were fighting with ourselves. He'll have just got off somewhere.
This is doing me head in.
God, I hope he's all right.
Did he do that? Where can he be?
I don't know, lad.
I waited for you in that club last night. Where were you? Better get back to the house in case he tries to get in touch.
Yeah, all right.
I bet this is all your fault, isn't it?
Get in!
Dad isn't with them. Oh, and it looks like Christy's got a black eye.
Yeah, and probably snotted him.
They must have been fighting with someone.
Where's Marty?
I don't know.
What happened?
We had a fight.
What over?
Things.
Where have you been? We've been worried sick.
We just needed some time and space to think things over. Sorry for worried you all.
Oh, Clint, then we're gonna be late. Dad, go and get changed.
Yeah, hang on, lad.
What?
I won't be needing to.
Dad, it's your wedding day.
I don't think there's gonna be one, son.
What do you reckon's gone on?
Well, you know what fellas are like after too much beer? Chris has always been a bad influence, hasn't he?
Yeah, and he's easily led.
Do you reckon that's what's behind the black eye?
Oh, I hope not. What do you think?
Oh, I reckon Christy's got a big mouth.
That's what I'm worried about. Maybe this is all a big mistake after all. It's beginning to feel like it's over before it started.
We're all right for time.
Yeah, only just.
Jan?
What's happened?
You gonna have a word with me, Dad?
You okay? Got a really bad feeling about this. I mean, they were married once before and they split up, didn't they? Maybe that's what's behind all this now.
I'm only saying what Christy said.
I should have known he'd be behind all this.
You're not even denying that he had you.
I went with him once. Why should I deny it?
Maybe because we were married.
If that's what you can call it. But we weren't exactly going through a rosy patch, were we?
Well, is it any wonder with you off sleeping with all kinds?
One other fella besides your Christy who you knew about.
Vinny, me best mate, that really made me day, that did.
You know why I went with Vinny. Because there was nothing going on between the two of us at the time, was there? Even though we were supposed to be living together as man and wife.
How could you sleep with Christy, of all people? God, I should have broken his neck last night.
It's not his neck you should be wanting to break. It's mine.
Why?
Because it wasn't Christy made the first move. You what? It was me led him on. Didn't he tell you that?
Well, he didn't get much of a chance before I chinned him.
It was me led him on. As a way of getting back at you. Because you didn't give a toss, did you? You know the night that we got together? You know what night it was? Your birthday. And you know what I had planned for us? For you? A posh meal in town. And where were you? Supping with your mates, as always. Even though you promised me you'd be home for my surprise. You promised me, and you left me sat there, dressed up all on my own. Until your Christy came round, and he could see that I was upset. And yet he stayed, because he felt sorry for me. And he kept me company. And yet we started drinking. Why not? You were. And yet, after hours and hours of waiting for you to come home, I came on to him.
Well, I don't want to know the details.
All you need to know is by the time it happened, we were both blind drunk. And all the time that I was with him, which was for like a nanosecond, I wasn't thinking about how much I fancied him. I was thinking about how much I hated you for letting me down. And how much I hated myself for doing what I was doing. So if anybody deserves a black eye, it's me, not him.
No white smoke yet, then?
What went on between you two last night?
Look, if your dad wants to know, he'll tell you.
Should have known better. I shouldn't have left you in charge with him.
It was just a pre-wedding chat. I was putting a few facts in front of him, like best men are supposed to.
Well, it must have been some chat, the state you've ended up in. The best man shouldn't be scrapping with the groom.
You reckon I've blown it, then?
Blown what?
Being best man.
Well, we might not need a best man.
Well, why not?
If the wedding's off your plank.
Why didn't you tell me?
Christy wanted to. He was in bits. He would have done as well if I hadn't have talked him out of it. I might have wanted to get back at you, but I didn't want to destroy you.
I could have blinded him last night. I could have killed him.
Then why didn't you come to me for the full story, eh? Instead of kicking off like some 16-year-old. They must think we're a right pair in there. Screaming for each other's blood half an hour before we're supposed to be getting married. You're humiliating me in front of all the family.
If anyone is entitled to feel humiliated, it's me.
Hello, mate. The out's in the corner.
All right, so I'll make a start then.
Right. Need anything? No, I'll just set this up and I'll dig a new area for you.
I'm going to put the kettle on, shall I?
Oh, great, cheers.
Tea or coffee?
Oh, coffee would be great, thank you.
I'm all right, kid.
It was just the Freeview, it's not the full satellite kit, is it?
No, just that, yeah. Thought I'd give it a try, you know. Mind you, speed of technology these days, it'll probably be obsolete, that thing, before you finish putting it together.
So what do we do now?
Until last night, you were really up. As if getting married was going to make you even happier than you were, with us just living together as a couple.
I thought it would make me happy, yeah.
So what's changed? You found out that I did something stupid a lifetime ago.
Yeah. With me brother.
Look, I've been honest with you about how it happened. And I know you must feel like I've betrayed you, but what does it matter? What matters is how close we've become these past 6 months. How we've learnt to love and respect each other.
I know.
And you want to throw all that away? Well, fair enough if you do. Tell me now before the wedding. And if that's what you want, I'll walk away now. And all I'll expect is to get to see the kids every now and then.
You slept with Vinny, my best mate, while we were married. You slept with me brother while we were married. What's to stop you doing it again with him? Or any other fella?
I'm not loose, Marty. I might have slept with a few fellas since we split up, but I've been on my own for 11 years. What was I supposed to do? I'm not a nun.
Talking about...
I've never thrown myself at anyone just for sex. All I've ever done is search for someone to love and settle down with, just like you did. We both thought there was nothing down for us as a couple, didn't we? I was entitled to a life, wasn't I? And I think I'm entitled to a bit more respect from you. I'm standing here all dolled up, waiting to commit to you for the rest of my life. After all the soul-searching that took for both of us. After all the breaking down barriers with the kids and even Bridget. And they're all sitting in there now wondering what we're playing at. Even after all of that, making sure that this was the right decision for all of us, you have got the gall to stand there being iffy about us. Just because of some cheap, drunken, slangy match with that no-mark of a brother of yours. Is that all I'm worth to you? Because if it is, let's just call it off now.
Are you sure you're all right about this wedding?
Yeah, fine. I've accepted having Jan back. Up until now, anyway, but if she's messing him around, I'll kill her.
Any sign from them yet?
Nothing. Oh, they're coming in.
Doesn't look good. Yes! Results game on.
We too late?
Well, you couldn't have cut it much finer.
I'll go and tell Laura.
Yeah, I'll go and tell all that.
Right, let's get ready. Me and my big mouth, eh?
Jan filled me in.
Shouldn't have said anything, should I?
We got over it.
Come on, where does this come upstairs and do your face?
I'm on my way. I hope you didn't lose the rings while you were tearing lumps out of each other.
Yeah, I've still got them. What?
I can't be your best man.
Why?
Because I don't deserve to be. Because I let you down. And I'm ashamed of myself. I'm more ashamed now than I've been in the last 25 years. And my speech, it's sticking me throat.
Christy.
I'll just stand on the bout with Leanne if that's all right.
I can't get married without a best man.
About Steve?
And he's giving Jan away.
Dad, will you hurry up?
Tony, Dad's got a job for you.
What job, Dad?
Would you make me the proudest dad in the world? By being my best man?
You are.
doing then?
I don't know, love. I've never been a best man.
Well, I know that I've got to have the ring, and I've got that. I know that I've got to give it to me dad. Oh, I don't have to make a speech, though, do I?
They don't expect you to make a speech.
Well, I wouldn't know what to say anyway.
Nobody'd expect a speech.
It won't be the same you being married again. Who am I going to go on my holidays with now?
One of the many men you've got dangling on strings.
I tell you, I could do with a few of them dangling on the end of a rope. I'll never see you.
I'll still get out every now and then.
If Marty lets you.
That would be a problem.
You had your fair share of problems first time round.
That was a long time ago now, though.
I know you weren't blameless, but do you really reckon he's changed enough to trust him?
We've both changed over the years. And it's not just about me trusting him. I know that he can trust me now as well.
After all these years, eh? Finally turned into a good girl.
I can still be good at being bad.
Oh, I'm gonna miss you, you know.
Oh, I forgot my handbag.
Have you got the ring?
I've said yeah 10 times, now will you chill?
Wait. Before you go, there's something I want you to have. And I reckon that Diane would have wanted you to have it as well. Go on, take it. It'll fit you in no time.
I'll look after it, I promise.
I know you will. Dead proud of you being my best man, you know.
I'm proud of you, know.
Why?
You're my dad, aren't you? And when everybody hated me last year because of my mallet and that, you never.
Look, go easy, will you? Don't end up looking like Ziggy Stardust.
Just stay still. Christy, you look like you've done 3 rounds with Mike Tyson. You can't stand up as best man the way you are now.
Oh, yeah, the best man thing? I've stood down.
You what?
To give out Anthony a chance. You know, after the year he's had.
Oh, that's lovely. What are you like, eh, you big softy?
Ow!
I hope your dad's okay.
He'll be fine.
He wasn't fine when he turned up.
Yeah, well, whatever's going on, they've sorted it, haven't they?
I hope so. I just want today to be really special for him. He's put all his hopes and dreams into it.
Fancy getting married in your 40s, eh? It's ancient. Oh, we'll have to watch them kiss, will we?
Order, please, order.
I'll have a beer.
Come on then, speech! Speech!
Speech, come on. Well, I haven't really written a speech.
Ladies and gentlemen, and Steve, well, I mean, I'm going to follow that. I mean, wasn't it great seeing Anthony up there with his dad today? I'm really proud of you, kid. And I'm proud to be sharing the best man duties with you. So, here I am, to say a few words. Now, don't worry, it's not going to take long, because I was meant to write my speech last night, only I fell over and had an argument with the floor. And as you can see, the floor won. So, our Marty's getting married again. Well, what can I say? You know, we go back a long way, me and him. Well, we would, of course, you know, being brothers and that. Hey, and this isn't the first black eye he's given me either. No, I fell over, didn't I? Do you know, I was going to go on about the old days, you know, all the mad nights he had in the Grafton. Only I was too young to get in the Grafton, so I haven't got a clue what we got up to. No, but, seriously, though, this family has had the mother of all years this last 12 months. And it says loads about how strong each one of you is that you're here today. And it says loads about how strong you are as a family, let alone as individuals. And I'm proud to be here. Just to be a small part of today. And if I could just say to Jan, because we all know how much she's done for the family just lately, how good it is to have you back again. And how glad I am that my brother's marrying such a lovely woman. A woman he cares about. A woman he loves very much. So, without further ado, fellow guests, you raise your glasses and join me in a toast to the bride and bridegroom.
Bride and groom.
I'd like to thank you all for inviting me here today. I'm sure you'll understand what a difficult decision it was for me to make. But in the end, I think it was the right one. Having been such a big part of Steve and Adele's life as they grew up, and especially our Anthony's, I have been so proud of them all these past 12 months. In the way they faced the tragedies and traumas. And when I see our aunt here today, his best man, when he could have been away somewhere, it's been one of the most special moments of my life. And I just want to say to Marty, how lucky you are to have 3 such wonderful children. And I hope you won't mind me reminding us all how much the McKenna family were involved in helping them to grow up and turn into the people they are today. A credit to us all. Can I make a toast of my own? To absent friends and family.
Absent friends and family.
Absent friends and family.
Why are you crying?
Because of what you said.
What did I say to upset you?
Nothing.
So what's with the tears?
It was just all that stuff about love and family. It was just so sensitive.
And that's what's making you cry?
Yeah.
Why?
Because you never talk to me like that.
I do.
When?
Loads.
No, never.
What about the poem I wrote you?
That? Well, once then.
Well, I think it all the time.
Do you, though?
Yeah.
Well, why don't you say something out loud for once?
What, like what?
Well, how about something like... Leanne, I love you.
Leanne, I love you.
More than anyone else.
More than anyone else
I've ever loved.
I've ever loved.
In the world before.
In the world before, OK?
And I want...
And I want...
Christy, don't spoil it. You to marry me.
You to marry me?
Oh! Oh, Christy! I never thought you'd ask me. Of course I'll marry you.
So, if you're so keen to take responsibility for Luke, what's stopping you?
The system.
Discriminates against you.
Yeah, and I'm telling you something. You've got to fight it every inch of the way, mate.
Well, I have been doing, but I mean, it's really hard, though, isn't it, keeping all the hassle away from the kid? I mean, he doesn't know what's going on. He just wants to play and have fun without any of that grown-up hassle weighing him down.
You've got it spot on there, kiddo.
So, if you could just wave a magic wand, what would you wish for you and Luke?
I'll just to love him all I can and give him the best home I can and just be there for him, really, like any good dad.
Well, good luck to you, mate. That's all I can say. Respect.
Sounds fair enough to me, yeah?
Well, that's me about done, so I'll just get my ladders off the van and I'll be away.
Cheers, lad. Nice one.
Weird, isn't it?
What?
How you can get the wrong impression about people.
Who are you talking about?
Sean, yeah. I've only taken Ruth's word for what he's like, but he's not at all the way she's painted him.
She's his ex. They've been fighting over custody of the kid, haven't they? She's bound to be prejudiced against him.
Well, she's always calling for all kinds. Says he's always out on the ale, doesn't look after the kid properly. I should know better really than take her word for it.
So, how do you think he's different from what you thought he'd be?
Dunno. Just seems a lot nicer. A lot more sensitive.
feel now?
Good. Relieved. A lot different from first time around. More in control, I suppose.
Me too. Do you remember our first kiss?
25 years ago.
Oh, 25 years ago.
I do, yeah. It was at the bus stop by my mum's. It was freezing.
We soon warmed each other up though, didn't we?
What about the photographs? They'll be waiting for us.
Let them wait.
Cheers for that, thanks.
No probs. We'll stick together as single dads, haven't we, eh?
Yeah, it was good talking to you.
Well, maybe we'll do it again sometime. Maybe one night when you haven't got the little fella with you, eh? We can swap some more dads and lads stories.
Jimmy, what makes you think he'd want to spend his nights off with you?
Oh, yeah, hard clock. All depends on whether he gets a better offer or not.
What, like a few beers, nights out in the town, coming in from a club and the sun's coming up?
Oh, nice one.
Sounds more like my type of night out there.
Yeah, I'd do it more often if I could. It's amazing how quick you lose touch with your mates and you got a kid in tow.
Well, I'll vouch for that.
Can't be real mates then, can they? Or if they don't accept you for what you are, your kid and all.
It's the way people are, though, innit?
Sounds like you need to choose your mates more carefully then.
He's right.
Yeah, maybe I should. Maybe I will. See ya.
See ya.
See ya.
Excuse me, love. I meet your family next to the bride and groom.
Don't mind me squeezing in by you, do you, Steve?
I mind me.
All very cosy.
Oh, she's old enough to be his mum.
Shh.
Where's your name?
Min, get in here, quick.
Sorry, I was miles away.
Close enough for you.
What are you doing? It's when she throws the bouquet. I've got to be here to catch it. Ready, ready, shh. Go. One more.
Hurry up, Paul. Hurry up.
1, 2, 3.
Again.
I got it!
Your granddad said you're a nutcase.
Yeah, I just wondered if you're doing anything this evening.
Me? What the hell do you think you're playing at?
So tonight then, yeah?
We'll see.
I mean, we all get a bit depressed from time to time. What are you going on about?
You! And your big mouth!
You didn't tell her anything, did you? Lie to me. It's written all over your face.
From Gone with the Wind to Bonnie and Clyde, it's the countdown of the 100 most romantic moments in movie history. Go on, enjoy the passion tonight at 10 to 8. Coming up next, Nicolas Cage has to look after Shirley MacLaine, and it's not an easy job in the comedy Guarding Tess, next on 4.